It's time for another kalyedecks video, but this time it's gonna be a different one. Light up a candle and get your popcorn. This one is gonna be interesting. We're gonna talk about Fingerboard sponsorships. Everybody wants a sponsorship. You know what? I'm not gonna lie. I also did ask for sponsorship when I was younger. I did the same thing. Everybody wants to get sponsored because they want free stuff. I wanted free stuff. I still want free stuff. I'm coming. If I'm gonna be real, I still want free stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'll be honest too. I will be honest too. All right. This past weekend, I got all of my very juiced sponsor from Pyro and Slush Gold. I mean, I went to the warehouse and I just picked up stuff. So thanks, Kalye. So why is sponsorship so enticing, especially to little Jimmy? Little Jimmy just wants to get a free fingerboard because he wants free stuff. But the thing is, there's brands like Kalye and other brands, they do sponsor people for a reason. There is a purpose to why people sponsor other people. Is that right? There is a reason why I am from the Philippines and my English is really bad. There is a reason why people get sponsored. The reason why people want to get sponsored is because they want free stuff. But it's more than that. Jimmy, little Jimmy, it is more than that. Sorry to disappoint you today. You're gonna hate this video. When I was younger, I wanted to get some sponsorship too. I want products from Berlinwood, Black River Trucks. I want them all. Hey, Black River. Hey, my bad, Black River. Trucks. Let's put in an example. Little Jimmy wants to get sponsored. What is the purpose of a brand sponsoring another person? What is the purpose of a brand sponsoring anyone? That's the question that we should ask ourselves, is why do we sponsor people? A lot of people would just say, hey, put me on the team. Put me on team, coach. Other people think that it's a bright idea to just be goody-goody with a brand and then be on their team. In some cases, you know, they can build relationships and that's perfectly fine. I was friends with the people before they became a writer for Kalye. I want a relationship. Definitely cut that one production. Because for me, I want friendship. I want a long-lasting relationship with these people in and outside of fingerboarding to make it more than just we're related because of fingerboarding. The purpose of why people sponsor fingerboard is because, number one, they have a lot of following. You rack up that number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 million views, 8 million subscribers. Marketing about to be heavy on this one, chat. People pick them because they can advertise. Whoa, what does advertising mean? There are paid advertisement that we can do on social media, but there's also influencers. That's the word I'm looking for. People who make very delicious content, very good digestible content. These people can have multiple numbers of followers. They can have followers on TikTok. They can have followers on Instagram. They can have followers on TikTok again. Maybe they have 2 accounts. Giving free products to them means advertising for your brand. That's literally it. Literally it. They sponsor in order for them to be seen. Because let's say, look at this brand, 500 followers. Look at this influencer, 2 million followers. Automatically, their audience will see your brand, and then your brand will blossom into this beautiful thing. Not to take away any skills of someone that's actually super good at fingerboarding. Maybe the influencer is not as good as little Jimmy here. Little Jimmy can do a 900 on a fingerboard. I want to get sponsored because I can do a 900 on a fingerboard. I guess I deserve a free... spit. Well, little Jimmy, this is a good example I can tell you, little Jimmy. When I give you 10 products, because I do that, when I give you a product to put on your videos, you will get the products, but nobody will see the stuff on your platform. That is just the honest truth about it. I'm not saying you don't deserve to be sponsored, because what if you are Tony Hawk with your fingers? With a 900 ready to go, unlocked. Now, a lot of people get mad because there's some people who will support a brand through and through and through the test of time and still not be on the team. To think about it, do they actually want to support your brand, or are they just after something? Do they just want free product? Are they actually very down to be a part of your team? The concept of the sponsoring thing is pretty much, it's advertisement. It is advertisement. There are some cases where you're just homie with the guy. You know, you get free boards, maybe free trucks. I'm gonna sign that resume soon, Black River. Don't play games with me. Let's put it into perspective. I am sponsored by Pyro Wheels and Slush Cold and Black River. Wait, no. Let's sign that contract, Black River. Let me know when. Black River trucks, raw, yellow, blue, yellow, pink. Just keep giving me, I don't care, just keep giving me that. There are some circumstances where if you do have that following and that relationship with the brand, then it is respectable to ask. kind of like what I did. Sorry, Clay. I asked Clayton to be on Slush Gold as a joke and as a meme, but I was serious. Well, the approach was a meme. Want to be on the team, Clay? Sign that contract real quick. I was then became the little Jimmy, and I said, "Hey, Clay, I like your sticker sheets. Maybe put me on the team. Let's sign the contract now." Then I got put on Slush Gold, and I was getting a bunch of stickers and air fresheners and just Slush Gold products. Slush Gold gives me products to wear. I am wearing a Slush Gold shirt under this, believe it or not. I'm wearing a Pyro hoodie outside, and then I'm wearing a Mini Mart beanie. This is an ad without knowing an ad. There is my point. There is my point for sponsorship. This is why I am sponsored by them. I made my point. I made my point. Made my point, right? And also with Pyro, when I got into Pyro, I'm hanging out with Chris and Jake. What do you expect? I'm not gonna get sponsored by Flatface. One of them might be sponsored by Black River. One of them might be sponsored by Black River, but I'm not gonna say who. And I don't think so. I don't wanna, hey, what's up, Chris? And I just had to ask, pretty much. I met David, by the way, and David is a really cool dude, and I always remember the stout. Leave it at that. Rendezvous. FB.Con. And I was pretty much dead! Put me on the team now. I'm ready. Then I got on Pyro because good grace of God. Chris pretty much talked to David, and David pretty much said, "Hey, you have a spot on the team." And there it is. That is the story on how I became a Pyro rider. So being a sponsored fingerboarder, you don't need it. Let brands see you. You don't want to shove the footage on their end. You don't want to shove a bunch of emails. You don't want to shove a bunch of just texts, comments. Hey, put me on the team, because 101% more than likely that they will not put you on. I know that kind of sounds like I'm contradicting what I just said, but again, if you have a relationship and you're friends with them, then maybe, yes, you can ask. But then if you don't have any relationship with them, then highly likely it's a no. It might be a no, will Jimmy? I'm reading a Reddit thread that says, don't DM companies your edits or ask to be sponsored. It said that. Don't ask companies, writers to put you on. Oh my God, I did the same thing. Don't make edits with the mission to be sponsored. I really like that. It is a very great feeling to get free stuff. Screw it. Free food, free song, free... Forgot about this. Noise. It is everybody's dream to be sponsored. Fingerboard dreams, okay? Not out of fingerboarding life dreams, okay? Don't let that be your biggest dream. Just being real. Everybody wants to get sponsored, and I suggest the best thing to do is support the brand. Support the brand. Go buy their stuff. If you actually like it, get sponsored. Or wait, if you really like the brand, support the brand. Post the stuff without thinking there's a return. Because what if it doesn't have a return? And then all of a sudden you're just gonna be like, no, I hate this brand because they don't want to give me anything. You don't want to be that guy either, right? Support the brands that you really, really like, graphic-wise, video-wise, marketing-wise. Go support them, because your support means a lot to all these brands. But again, don't expect to be on the team. Don't expect anything. Just do it because you want to do it. Don't do it because you want to do it to be sponsored. Follow fingerboard brands, go support them, do what you can to keep their doors open, to be making products you like. Make edits, make cool ones, make it artistic, make it creative, and sooner or later, they will start paying attention to you. Black River, signed up contract, Black River. Someone said it's more fun to be unsponsored. Besides that though, I do use other people's boards. I don't make it a point to where, hey Chris, you can't use any other board but mine, or we're gonna have a serious problem. Jake, you show another video and it's not a Kalye board, we're gonna have a serious problem too, brother. Don't test me, pal. No, I don't tell them to do that, because I will do the same thing. I will use other people's boards. So why would I tell them to stop doing it? I'm just saying that they can write whatever board they want because they are social influencers. They can talk about other people's board because that's what they're doing. That's what they do. They talk about other people's brands. We didn't have to have a conversation. There's unspoken social agreement, unspoken respect. We can all write whatever we want. Kick you off the team or whatever. You're out. Strike 3, Jake, and you're out. Do the hobby because you love the hobby. Everything will just fall into place if it's meant to be. When Jake was younger in 2018, we had a picture together, and he was a fan. And then he became my friend, and he became one of my best friends. And now we're together. Oh, wait, no. And now he's on the team. Same thing with Chris. Chris was just hanging out with us, didn't have a sponsor at the time already. We got along, said a lot of, dick jokes, and now he's on the team. There's a relationship that I built with them before they entered the team. Let's talk about Chubby Muffin. Chubby Muffin was my friend before he got sponsored. It's not sunshines and rainbows when we talk about fingerboard sponsorship, because it's, sponsorship. That sounds really good. You have to be putting something in the table. Why should they sponsor you? I know a lot of people said that it's about the following, they're not even good, but marketing! They make content. They don't necessarily need to be Tony Hawk on a fingerboard. They don't necessarily mean that they should have the skill set of Tony Hawk with your finger. They can be, decent. They could be stylish. They could just do no complies with a good following. And the creativeness of all of those combined and a polished product, more people will follow you, more people will watch you, and more people will watch your videos. Everybody's gonna say that, oh my gosh, Kalyedecks is only famous because he has all the social media influencers. Marketing. Again, everything just fell into place and they became writers on my team and we have a great time. Amen. Give them one of the amen. Put your passion first. Create something you want to create and tie them all together, like I said. And just keep putting out what you like out there. Maybe you like something that nobody's doing. Maybe you're a content creator that wants to make content. Go make that content. Nobody's stopping you. At the end of the day, we are just fingerboarders and we are just in this niche of a hobby. We are just doing this because we like it. It's fun. Well, I'm a business owner in it, but then before that, it is a hobby that we all enjoy. Just keep doing it and everyone will eventually see your stuff, and just keep creating the wonderful pieces of art on your Instagram and you will be seen. Be active on social media. You need a social media presence for people to see you. If you want to keep talking about not being seen and nobody's watching you, nobody wants to see your content, but you will post once a year. Okay, that's an exaggeration. The more content you put out, the more you will be seen. That is just math. The more content you put out, the more chances you will be seen. So more brands will see your stuff. If they like what you do, they like all the art that you make, that's it. Someone's gonna slide in your DMs and be like, hey, you have a sponsor? So what I'm saying is that I'm waiting for Black River to send me the resume. I'm saying, let me just sign it! Black River! That's about it with this video. It's just a little conversation that we should have about sponsorship, because sponsorship is not just something we give out for free, because it ain't free. The boards will be free. One of my favorite DMs is, hey, well, this is little Jimmy. There's someone younger. There's little Jimmy, and I got a DM with, hey, is it okay if I get a fingerboard? Could it be one of these graphics? Could I also get some Black River trucks and some wheels, pro wheels with bearings and a foam tape? That one was tough. Oh, seriously though, someone did ask me for a fresh complete with every single detail of the brands that they want to put on this board, and that's new. That's new for me. That's an all-time new for me. Fingerboarding is a very fast-growing hobby, especially now with the rise of social media. Social media has been rising, and now it's just extra rising now. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. If you agree or disagree with me, I don't really care. We can have a conversation about it. Put it down below. And if you want to see more videos like this, please put it down on the comment below, because this is a very fun one. I'm just talking and I'm not, hey, YouTube, we're going to a fingerboard event today. Let's support brands. Go buy your favorite fingerboard. Go buy your favorite trucks. Crib.